Hey there, besties. So, the Lansing Journal put out a video with regard to basically how did we get here. It says, Understanding Thornton Township Context for the Conflict with Original Tiffany Henyard Footage. Like I was saying in many different videos, but specifically on today's live stream about how the people in the town think that they're winning and how they're just basically turning their nose up to so many other people and think that everyone that's in government that they can now trust because they've all changed their mind. Like, you don't recognize and realize what had happened in the past, bring the same people in, and then have the same issues. If not, honestly, Frank Zuccarelli or Riley Rogers must have hid a lot of crap. It's either one of the two things. Either Riley and Frank hid a lot of stuff, hid a lot of things, or everybody is just crazy down here and they don't know how to do and run government. And you see, there ain't no help coming from no daggone body. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
We've been covering the drama surrounding Tiffany Henyard and Thornton Township for a long time. And today, I want to share some information that will help connect the present conflicts with some things that happened in the past. Certain questions bubble up from time to time recently with Thornton Township board meetings being canceled due to lack of quorum and special meetings being called with special agendas. I think some context from the past would be helpful to understand what's going on with these boycotts and cancellations. At the heart of this current conflict is the vacancy on the Thornton Township Board right now. Trustee Jerry Jones resigned on October 7, 2024 with a handwritten note. According to township procedure, the board has 60 days to select and approve someone to fill that vacant seat. If they cannot accomplish that replacement within those 60 days, then that decision is given to the electorate, the broader population of Thornton Township, at a public meeting. I have never been to such a meeting because they don't happen very often. But from what I understand, a public meeting like this would be similar to a caucus. People would be allowed to nominate candidates to fill that vacant trustee position, and a public vote would be taken. Here's the reason the historical context is important. In 2022, the Thornton Township Board also faced a 60-day deadline to fill a vacancy. That was when Tiffany Henyard was nominated to fill the supervisor seat and had until March 3 to appoint a new supervisor. I looked up the agendas and minutes of the 6 meetings held by the board without a supervisor. They met 6 times between Zuccarelli's death and Henyard's appointment.
They met 6 times, this particular board, without coming to a daggone decision. 6 damn meetings without coming to a daggone decision. Left it down to the last moment, which we already know, but we'll go ahead and finish watching this. These are the people that y'all want to run. Now, I understand that some of these people ain't here no more, but if you're not going to be vetting people properly and you're not going to look at what the hell it is that they've done, or you're going to ignore it, then make sure that you know that you get what you paid for. You get what you voted for, and that definitely applies. I know people don't want to say that Tiffany was voted in for supervisor, which she wasn't. They can just ignore all that. Just forget it all, because you're getting what you want now. Remember when I said, when everyone on YouTube was talking about this, they was all happy as pig and shit, okay? Then when they didn't like the slant that people didn't hate Tiffany the way that they did, then all of a sudden they could kick people to the curb. They'll do it again. They'll do it again. Long as BIPOCs are getting what they want, they all for it and everything is all good in the hood. As soon as you stray from what the hell it is that they think that you should do, then you trash, you ain't no good, you out of here, we can't stand you, blah, 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 blah.
Actually supposed to be 7 meetings, but one didn't have a quorum, so that meeting didn't happen. Even so, this board had 6 opportunities to appoint someone to fill that vacant seat. On January 10, there was a meeting. On January 11, there was a meeting. Also on January 25 and February 8. February 22, there was supposed to be a meeting, but there was no quorum. Then there was a meeting on March 1 and on March 3. Website. For this video, I just want to mention a few things that caught my attention while I was reviewing those minutes. First, there were a lot of closed sessions, and those closed sessions were often long, an hour, 2 hours sometimes.
Oh, what was going on at those closed sessions? Did anybody find out, Bueller? What's going on with all the hours longs at a daggone meeting closed sessions where don't nobody know what's going on, what people are doing, what deals may be getting cut, allegedly, what people are doing, what they're deciding. All those daggone closed sessions that a certain person who nominated Tiffany Henyard was a part of. Did y'all get any answers to those questions? Nope. All right, whatever.
And we don't know what happened during those sessions because they were closed. Second, I don't know if this is significant or not, but it caught my attention. Trustee Joyce Washington was appointed supervisor pro tem, or pro temp, as the minutes say, on January 10, the first meeting following Zuccarelli's death. At that January 11 meeting, after a closed session, Washington was also appointed deputy supervisor, quote, with a stipend of 5% of salary.
Oh, so behind closed doors, they said, yeah, child, you can do this and we're going to give you 5% more. Now, is it 5% of Frank's salary since you're the pro temp supervisor, or is it 5% of your salary? Either way, why is it that you get a daggone 5% raise just because you decide that you want to do something and you accept the daggone nomination?
I don't know if that's 5% of her trustee salary or of the supervisor's salary.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it's standard practice to pay the interim person a stipend. But there it is. It's in the...
Yeah, a stipend for what? What would she need another 5% for? Playing in your face.
Minutes. I also don't know why the change from supervisor pro tem to deputy supervisor. But from that point on in the minutes, Joyce Washington is referred to as deputy supervisor. Another thing I noticed, at the February 8 board meeting, there is an item that says, quote, Deputy Supervisor Washington entertained a motion to bypass item B under new business on the agenda. When you go to the agenda to see what item B under new business was, it says, quote, fill the vacancy of township supervisor by appointment. So for some reason, the board chose not to spend time at their February 8 meeting filling the vacancy. They chose to bypass that item.
Oh, so it wasn't an issue for them to fill that daggone seat. So they just said, you don't know. We'll just push that off till later. Maybe they wanted to go ahead and put Joyce on up in there. Allegedly, I don't know. But was that not something that the town and the townspeople thought was something important that they should have been down there saying, child, we need to go ahead and get this done because we need somebody to fill Frank's seat because this is very important to us because he did all these things for us and it just ain't right and it's not fair and let's get this mess done. Okay.
Their next meeting was scheduled for February 22. That's the meeting that was canceled due to lack of quorum. That brings us to March 1, which is the first meeting the Lansing Journal has video of. We don't have video of the whole meeting because this was before we started recording full meetings like we do now. But we do have footage of the 2 nominations that were made that night. I'm going to show that clip, but first I want to share something interesting I noticed in the minutes. The minutes record 2 public comments that were made at the March 1 meeting. First, Pastor William Fleshman of Dalton is recorded as saying, quote, the appointment must come from this board and be from among you, those who were handpicked and currently sit in the seat of trustee, because Frank Zuccarelli saw something in you that you may not have seen in yourself.
What the hell kind of statement is this for a pastor to make at a political event? Why is he up here saying anything? Don't these people get elected? So Frank didn't choose no damn body. Those people got elected into their positions. Unless somebody was appointed, so you saying that the whole board was appointed, so none of this seems strange. We're going to go ahead. Y'all trust the Lansing Journal. I've seen y'all. Y'all trust everything that this white woman says. So y'all wasn't paying attention then. But now all of a sudden you got all these daggone answers and you know everything and you trust every daggone body. So where this pastor at right now? Has he said anything about what's going on down there, Bueller? Has he come out here and talked to anyone about what Tiffany is doing, Bueller? Has he gone to Tiffany directly and said anything to her, Bueller? Ain't never heard of their pastor and I've been asking for him. What church do Tiff go to? Where's the pastors down here that's out here to protest or to say this is wrong and you shouldn't be doing this to black people? None? So nobody sees that? All right, child, whatever y'all say.
There was a certain feeling, maybe some pressure, that choosing the next supervisor should be a board decision, not a people's choice. Second, there was a public comment made by Southland resident Doncor Parker. He's recorded as saying, quote, "These 4 trustees owe it to all of us out here to go into the back room and come out here with someone victorious, no matter who it is, as long as it's one of our family members that we need to get behind for re-election and support going forward."
What kind of effing statement is that to make, Doncor? These 4 trustees owe it to all of us out here to go into the back room and come out here with someone victorious, no matter who it is. Is that the most ignorant thing that you have ever heard? This is one of the most ignorant things that I have ever heard from someone named Doncor, okay? As long as it's one of our family members. Oh, was the fix in allegedly? Was the fix in allegedly? I mean, Chris is y'all's boy. Why ain't y'all going and asking what happened behind closed doors? Oh, I guess it's against the law. Now everybody care about the law. Okay. As long as it's one of our family members that we need to get behind for re-election and support going forward. Oh, okay. Re-election and support going forward. One of our family members. So that don't sound strange. And why is it that y'all had to wait for the white woman to come out here to get this information? No, I'm not going to look it up. I'm tired of researching Dalton. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of researching Thornton Township and Dalton. I don't care, okay? Whatever happens, happens. But the white woman had to go and look all this up. Sounds a little strange to me. Y'all still want to throw your support behind Chris. And I know that Carmen was appointed. She was appointed by Big Tiff. Don't forget that she was appointed by Big Tiff, and she knows things. And she was in there supporting Big Tiffany. And now y'all, because she decided that she don't allegedly want to go to jail, now she for the people, and now she care, and now she want to do the right thing, allegedly. Ignore all that, though.
Now, Doncor Parker is the person we see supporting Tiffany Henyard at the next meeting. So that's interesting.
Melanie, whatever her name is here, that white woman, is putting dots together and painting a picture for y'all. Y'all still will act like this wasn't a thing. And y'all gonna still act like them closed door sessions allegedly didn't have anything said that you should go ahead and nominate this person here or do that person there. And that these people were rushing in order to get somebody in. Why didn't they want you people to make the daggone decision? Ignore all that though. Ignore all that.
Interesting. But let's get to the video from the March 1 meeting.
Don't go again.
All right, nominations are open. Nominations are open.
I nominate Cassandra Elston, Thornton Township Supervisor.
Have a second?
Yeah, I second.
No second. Nominations are still open.
I nominate Jerry Jones.
No, not yet. They're waiting for a second.
That on the floor.
Your pro tem, deputy pro tem don't even know the damn process. She don't even know how things work. She over here talking out of turn. All right. Yep.
Have a second.
Do we have a second for the nomination, our first nomination for Cassandra Elston? There is no second. Nomination fails. Nominations are open. Do we have another nomination?
I nominate Jerry Jones.
Child, that woman sound like she didn't have one too damn many.
Do we have a second?
What was they back there having all them meetings for and then come out here with no decisions? Why was they back there having so many hour-long meetings and then come out here and ain't got no damn decisions made?
Y'all got to be kidding me.
I second that nomination.
Do we have a second? There will be a vote.
Yeah, there's a vote. Motion, second vote. Roll call. Or discussion.
Any discussion?
Call the roll.
Roll call. Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Abstain.
Deputy Supervisor Washington?
No. No.
Isn't she the one that nominated him? How does she come around and have a vote and say no to the person that she nominated? Come on now, this is crazy. But everything is Tiffany's fault. This is who was leading everything. Child, in other words, it sounds like maybe you needed Frank Zuccarelli, the white man, to lead everything, because everything was everything then. Because y'all was happy as pigs in the blanket then. Then you get these people, a whole row of BIPOCs, to allegedly run something, and it's being run amok. She the one that nominated his ass. Oh my God.
Deputy Supervisor Washington?
Nominate Jerry Jones. Second.
Yes.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Child, 2 sheets to the wind, allegedly.
Second.
Yes. Yes.
Just say yes.
This is who y'all had running things, right? She over here don't even know what happened 2 seconds ago. I ain't even that bad. They got to tell her what to say, and she's in charge.
Yes. Yes.
The 2-1-1 vote.
No one is elected.
It fails. Nominations fail.
Y'all got me kidding
We
me.
have to go back into closed session.
Oh my God. This is crazy. This is really.
Oh, is this crazy, ma'am? Oh, is this crazy, ma'am? No, this is how it works down there. This is what y'all like. This is the fun that y'all like to have. You know, as long as someone's black, that's all that matters. That's me saying that. But this don't look crazy. And y'all think that it's only Tiffany? It ain't only Tiffany is the point.
That's crazy. I might not like the person, but this come on, y'all. This is crazy.
Believe it or
You heard that person in the crowd say, you might not like the person, but you got to pick somebody. This is crazy. Is that how y'all feel now?
not, after those 2 votes, the board decided to go into a closed session again. That session lasted an hour. And then Deputy Supervisor Washington came out and said that the board was going to recess. This was at 10:30 p.m. on March 1. So the earliest they could reconvene and give 48-hour notice would be March 3 at 10:30 p.m. That's what the attorney is saying at the beginning of this clip.
48 hours notice, and 48 hours from now is then. We're stuck with it.
The meeting is over.
We're stuck with it.
We have a continual meeting on Thursday. What date is that? It's the 3rd. On, March 3rd at 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be the last meeting of this,
Meeting is in recess.
sorry, people had stayed this long to hear this, but, the meeting is over.
Doesn't that mean adjourned? You hear the person in the crowd, thanks for wasting my time.
I want y'all to know this is sad. This is really sad. Y'all can't conduct the meeting here. What y'all gonna do with us in the public?
Oh, you hear the crowd? Y'all can't conduct a meeting here. What y'all gonna do in public? So, is it only Tiffany that's the problem?
So already you get a sense of how dysfunctional this is.
A little bit.
In fact, the headline of the article I wrote about that meeting was "Confusion Marks Attempted Appointment of Zuccarelli Replacement." You can see how weary Joyce Washington looks in that clip. And I just got the impression that the board was so used to having Frank Zuccarelli handle everything.
Oh, so they depended on the what man to take care of everything. Were they really involved at the end of the day? It seems allegedly they probably weren't. They was just like, child, let Frank do it, child. 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 Just let Frank do it. He got it. All we got to do is show up and we just vote however we need to and we get paid our salaries and all the hard grunt work Frank will take care of. Do these people even know how politics work? Do these people even know what their positions are? Do these people even know? Child, this woman didn't even know Deputy Supervisor Pro Temp, whatever her name was, didn't even know that she freaking nominated Jerry Jones. But it's all Tiffany's fault.
They just didn't know how to run a meeting without him. Anyway, the March 3 meeting was just as dysfunctional. Despite the approaching deadline, the meeting started with a closed session again, about 20 minutes. Trustees came out of that closed session and went through a series of 4 nominations that failed. First, Chris Gonzalez nominated Cassandra Elston. Gonzalez and Arlene Gray Everett voted yes. Jerry Jones and Joyce Washington abstained, so that vote failed. Then Joyce Washington nominated Jerry Jones. Washington and Jones voted yes. Gonzalez and Gray Everett voted no. So that resulted in a tie that Clerk Loretta Wells had to break, and she ultimately voted no, so that nomination failed. Third, Gonzalez nominated Elston again, and this time the nomination was overlooked due to discussion about going into closed session again, so no vote was actually taken. Fourth, Jerry Jones nominated Stan Brown. Yes, that Stan Brown. And no one seconded, so that didn't go to a vote. By now, it's after 11:30 p.m., and the deadline for the board to make this appointment is midnight, and the board votes to go into another closed session. They come out of closed session at 11:44 p.m., and we go through 4 more nominations that fail. Jerry Jones nominates Terry Wells and gets voted down. Jerry Jones nominates Napoleon Harris. Yes, that Napoleon Harris. No one seconds that nomination, so it doesn't go to a vote. Chris Gonzalez nominates Cassandra Elston again and gets voted down. Joyce Washington nominates herself and gets voted down. So now we are at 11:48 p.m. The board has to make this decision by midnight if they want to prevent this vote from going to the public. And this is when Trustee Chris Gonzalez throws Tiffany Henyard's name into the mix. And that's the video we have.
49.
So what was the vote?
49. I nominate Tiffany Henyard for Township Supervisor.
You're making a mockery out of this for real. This is not a joke.
Oh, are they making a mockery out of it for real? Oh, so now they making a mockery out of it now that it's time to nominate Big Tiff? Now, I'm not disagreeing, but some people around here do see what's going on, huh? Okay. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Yes.
Trustee
I ain't hear nobody second it either. They don't even know what they're doing. Look at this dysfunction. Look at this foolishness. Woo!
And she has to sign the warrant, and then she's got to take the oath in 9 minutes. Let's go.
Put your hands
So it sounds like there's people in the audience that didn't want this, but the board said this is what we're gonna do, even though we don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. And Doncor is like, that's your problem. We don't give a damn. Go and throw it up. We on our way. You can't tell me where does dude at now. Anybody know, Bueller? Anybody know where Doncor is today, Bueller? I don't feel like I've seen him around. But everybody wants to blame Tiffany, even after you look at all this. The whole place has been dysfunctional since the daggone beginning because they allowed the white man to run everything. And as long as everything seemed like it was everything, everyone went along with everything. And then you pull away the daggone sheet, the cover, and you see that no one knew what they were doing. And what do all these people have in common? Yeah, all you do is talk about black people. No, all I do is point out what is the effing truth. Now, if you don't want to acknowledge that, that's fine. I don't care. But it is what it is. You just saw it your own daggone self. These people have no idea, had no idea what the hell it is that they was doing. Now, Chris want to explain it away. Oh, she was young. She was young. She was young. She was ghetto. She was already arrested for the breaking of the cars, whatever the hell it was. And she was combative and every daggone thing else. She wasn't working well with people. She had the thing going on with the landlord situation. But y'all thought this was a goodbye. And then you gonna sit up here and act like it's somebody else that's the daggone problem? No, it's the people that y'all are electing, the people that you now say that you want to keep. Just because Keith Freeman is turned around and allegedly is doing the right thing, now everything is everything and you can forget about the rest. Chris Gonzalez, I don't care what none of y'all say. Ain't no way on God's green earth that I would elect that daggone man again. But then again, I ain't gotta live there. It don't matter. And whatever's going on with Carmen for the moment, these people just don't want to go to jail, child. You can't tell me nothing different. If the FBI is really down there, that is the daggone reason. In my opinion, allegedly. But child, y'all do your thing, child. Continue to make sure that you talk negatively and nastily to the people that was out here supporting your ass. Because if you end up in this situation again, trust and believe that we won't give one damn about what none of y'all got to say. And we'll go ahead and report it the best way that we can to show all the daggone dysfunction. That's it. That's all. Like this daggone video. Make sure you comment, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
Because y'all got false narratives out there and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail, Gato. Unasked that seat. Unasked that seat. Unasked that seat.
To express my deepest gratitude to Tiffany Henyard and her team for their commendable efforts to better our community.
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What did your dumb ass say it?